Okay. We're on.
Well, now we're recording. Ah, all right. Dreams come true. We're doing a podcast.
Podcast one. Mackenzie is
Yes.
now, she's now a podcaster.
Let's do it. Okay, so we're going to talk about the end of the summer I turned pretty. Starting at the end, and then we can
Okay,
go.
and then working forward. I started episode one, season one yesterday, so I'm ready to
Oh,
relate back
yeah.
to the beginning, but we'll start at the end.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, it's crazy to think only 1 week ago I had not given this
We've
show a
done
shot.
anything.
And
But
yeah.
what I'm most interested in is if you were even happy because you haven't told me. So
Oh yeah, I forgot because I was holding out a
it's
little bit.
all a surprise.
I've been telling the other people that I texted, but because I knew we were doing this, yeah. I am very satisfied. Now I've watched the whole series through once, very quickly, in 1 week, pulling all-nighters. Um, but then when I was watching the final episode, I was a tiny bit let down, but I think it's because I was so sleep deprived
What?
at 4 a.m.
Okay.
But I rewatched it yesterday and I was like, no, this is perfect.
What
And
were you when you were sleep deprived? What did you want from it? Like, what
the
were
only
you when?
thing, okay, I was happy the whole time other than being half asleep. But then when it came to the big train part where Connie's like,
Yes.
now you're stuck with me forever. And then Belly freaked out. I was like, don't freak out. You called up a wedding for this man. Like, what is there to question? Grow up, girl. Um,
That's true. But they actually, I saw an interview with Chris and Lola talking about that line, and apparently they redid it like 10 times because they didn't know what words to use of like, is this meant to be a joke? Is this meant to be like intense? How are we playing this? And he's like, we played it off as like a joke because I didn't know how else to do it because it's just awkward.
yeah.
Um, and I was thinking about that, and he's like, yeah, it just came out of you're stuck with me forever. And
Yeah.
she's
And
like,
Billy's like,
no.
where do you think this is going? Girl, where do you think this is going? Back to the beach house. That's where this is going.
But that's what I liked because now she has power. Because you've watched it. This is what helped me watching season one again or starting it was he had all the power and then she had the power this
Yeah.
time. And so it
Well, it
flipped.
really felt like at the end, because that's what I rewatched it and took a lot of notes yesterday. At the end, everyone starts with their power. The playing
Yeah.
field is completely even for the final episode because Belly has her ridiculously beautiful apartment in Paris. Sarah has become like the sexiest chef in Boston, and now Conrad, where he started with everything, and everyone was just trying to catch up with him. Uh, he's a doctor and chilled out
Yeah.
and ready to go get Belly. Oh,
Yeah, and he feels like he can. Yeah. I think I mean, one thing that underlies this whole show, just because you mentioned the apartment, is that they all have the money to do whatever they want, like change the flight ticket, get that apartment, and everything, which makes it so much better because then nothing's off limits,
yeah.
which was what I enjoyed. But I did like that Belly didn't just like because I didn't realize how crushed she was. I hadn't remembered from the earlier seasons how much he actually hurt her, and he's annoying in the first. Conrad is in the first couple seasons, and just want to shake him because
Yes.
yeah.
I don't understand, but I guess a lot of people had come in reading the books. I'm like, how is anyone Team Conrad? This man is horrible, but you just have no idea what he's going through and why he's acting that way.
Yeah, and I didn't remember because the seasons come out. You watched it all in one, but I watched it in real time. So it was like years old, season one,
Yeah.
I guess, actually. So I'd forgotten how bad he was. And this season he was just all good for me. But and even flickering back for through the season, you will have seen this too, which I forgot about. He told Jeremiah many times, I still love her, I still love her. And Jeremiah still rolled with it. So
Wait,
and so did Ellie,
wait.
but
Oh, this is all such a blur. So he kept telling Jeremiah that
yeah.
after?
There's been like on the little reels they make where it's like sections of it.
Uh-huh.
There's multiple sections throughout the series of like him saying, "No, I still have feelings. No, I still like I'll never get over her."
Wait to rewatch this whole thing because it feels so much like a blur because I just out so fast. Oh, this is gonna be so good.
And you don't even know what happens in each episode because it's all you watched it as a movie. You just
Yes.
watched.
A very fast movie. A very go, 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 go. Yeah. No time to digest it. Um, awesome. So were you just flipping through or had you seen it on social media? How did you get into the show?
That's a good question. Originally, I must have just been seeing it on social media because season one didn't grasp me like this one, and then this one, people everyone was talking about it, so I was like, well,
Yeah.
may as well try it, and it was a good distraction. It was like something that you didn't have to use your brain for, and then it was just incredible. And then now I've never had Amazon Prime in my life, and I've renewed it for this
Same.
purpose.
I had just canceled my subscription and now I'm in. I'm in because I'll be rewatching this. I'm in.
But yeah, so I don't think the first. I've never read the books. I've heard about the books, but I've never read them. Um, who who watches it? Someone watches it that we're friends with. That definitely maybe Steph. I don't know.
I've convinced her to start it.
Oh,
She
okay.
has a lot of homework right now for me.
Oh.
She'll also be reading Oh, I Hope This Finds You Well by Natalie Sue.
Yes, that's slowed because of my Summer I Turned Pretty, but it's a similar vibe. So I'm halfway, maybe 30% away through it. But yeah. Um, we haven't even discussed. So there's the Belly and Comrade, but then the final episode also brings together Jeremiah and what's her
Denise.
face? Denise. Did we already
Yeah.
discuss that? Because I think that was I liked that. I think that was because she didn't have anyone, he didn't.
Yeah, I like it. I don't know if it's forever. But
Yeah,
I loved it. It was that I love the slow burn. I feel like if this show shows anything, it's like what brings people together more than anything is that sense of comfort and familiarity. So, of course, Belly is the prize because why would you not want the person you've known your whole life? Like that's the ultimate feeling of safety. And now
yeah,
Denise feels safe to him because she has seen him go through his whole grief process. And she was so validating in the one
that's
moment
true.
where she's like, your healing timeline is your healing timeline. You've got to grieve. And
Yeah.
yeah, she's just so cool. I mean, that's the thing. We're set up to kind of hate her at first because she's just Mr. like mean pants at the at the job and she
Yeah.
might come between Steven and Taylor, but everyone
And
is
then I think she fills in his like leaving his normal life because she wants to quit her corporate job, and then they both like she's like, "Yay, be a chef," which that came out of the blue to me. There are parts earlier where he makes food, which maybe I should have read more into, but
No, I will. That's like something I want to go back on. The only clues I had, Belly talked about him making Thanksgiving stuffing, and then he really cared
yeah.
about the cake. But what else? When else was he cooking?
There was like in the first episode that I just rewatched, he makes a smoothie for Conrad when Conrad was hungover, and it's like, eat this, like this will make you feel better. And
Right.
then he's trying to poach an egg, and then Steven's like trying to look over his shoulder, and he's like, no, stop, like this is a art, this is an art, this is a process. And so I guess at that point he was also like a chef, but yeah, but that was not big enough hints for me
I
to be
feel
like,
like
oh,
it
this man
shows, yeah,
wants to
that
be a
he was
chef.
always on the back burner because if this had been Conrad, there had been a lot more breadcrumbing. Like
Yes.
if this was the guy she ended up with, we would have known about his
Yes.
love for the cuisines a lot.
Yeah, we would have been like, when is he going to become a chef?
Yeah,
When
because
will...
everyone thinks he's just being a brat with the wedding. He's like, no, we
Yeah.
have to have the 70% cacao or whatever.
Oh yeah. Wait, that all makes sense now. And he wants the expensive frosting. Oh, that's what I love. I mean, well, throughout the whole, a thread throughout everything is that Belly's simple and like doesn't want to be a debutante. Like she needs a simple, if she does do that, she needs a simple dress and it's like blah de blah. And then Comrade is the same in the sense, like obviously they have so much money to have the life they have, but Comrade's like, we get the fake flowers, we'll do this. Like we don't need to use the flowers from the garden. And I'm like, you two are the same. I love you, Conrad.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's heard him, but Belly's family, like, they were struggling to pay for Princeton for Steven.
That's
And
true.
I was kind of under the impression that the apartment came since she inherited it. It's like more than she could usually afford, but maybe it's like rent controlled or something.
Yeah, I feel like that is underdeveloped of like how are you living in that like I
It
have
didn't
heard
bother me.
chatter online.
I'm
No.
disbelief. It made me feel like Friends when they had the huge apartment and just nobody questions it.
Yeah, nobody in the middle of New York. Yeah, I think but because the first apartment she had in Paris, I was like, oh, this is expected. Like this is what you would live in if normal people lived in Paris. But yeah,
Mhm.
maybe the inheritance and maybe also I don't know. Maybe she got some tuition or something. I don't know. Yeah. Well, she worked. I mean, she did have jobs by that point, so maybe there's enough story in it that she could have afforded it. But yeah, I wasn't mad because it made for a nice setting.
Oh, yeah, I was only mad one time in the whole finale, and
Which one?
it finished. That's what I was talking to.
Oh, the train, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe they just wanted to have that she chased after him finally moment because it had always been them chasing after her.
Yes, yeah.
I
Yeah,
would
and
have
I didn't
been
like
in that bed forever, but
but then I'm like, what did she do? Did she just go to Brussels and then like get the train back, being like, well, have fun at the conference. I brought no clothes with me.
yeah.
So,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I liked the chasing bit. It does hurt that she had to like let him down so many times because poor Conrad was just waiting. But
Hmm.
I just love how respectful he is. Like even in the little things like when he obviously showed up out the blue, which is one thing, but he wasn't, if she'd have said no, he's like, or he's sad, but he's like, okay, like I'll get the train
Yes.
now.
Yes. That's what caught me by off guard too when he showed up unannounced. I'm like, hold on. It's 3:59. Why are you not warning a girl? But then watching it through the second time, he was like, it was an easy train ride over, and if you don't have time, no problem.
Yeah. And he's like, I can just get the next train and they run all day. But I do think her writing to him with her new address was
Yeah,
him being like, okay, I'm going. Like, you just sent me
yes.
your address.
Everything had to be settled. That's what I was thinking too, is
Yeah.
that if he had asked her permission, these people cannot have time to overthink about this because there's too
No.
much. You just have to go and act.
Yes, and I think yeah, in a way it's like not creepy because that was consent from her. Like, this is my new address. I haven't been reading your letters and I haven't been
Mhm.
writing back. And then Jeremiah giving his blessing in a sense of like,
Yeah.
don't fuck it up. Then, oh, and then Conrad's like,
Was
okay,
it
I'm
like
going.
good luck or good luck?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh,
I
it was so good.
know. And you can tell she's guarded, but unlike them giving clues that Jeremiah is a chef, they started giving clues very quickly that she was really excited for him to be there. Like she's going in, putting on her lipstick, and then she
Yes.
invites him to the dinner. And then when she says, I read your letters all the time over and over again, I was like,
Yeah.
it's done. It's done. Put it on.
And it's just so like it's so sexy in the whole dinner, like when they're playing. And I think a big point of it is I've heard that apparently we're expected to know that Conrad can speak French, so he can understand everything they're saying. Like when someone says you're going to unwrap him later, he smiles, and
I did
apparently
not
it's
know this.
yeah, which I don't know if that's true because I don't know where we would have known that. But he acts like he knew what they said when they're like, "You can unwrap him later as your present." And he's like, yeah.
Hold on. Is that supported like anywhere in the books or anything that he knows French, or is this just people because he's
Just
smiling, he understood?
yeah, people saying, and then they're like, of course he knew French. Like, why would
He
he
does have a lot of time. Well, he has, I think he's just out on the West Coast doing nothing. And you remind me, he's becoming a whole doctor, and that takes
Yeah.
a lot of time and effort. I'm like, well, he did have a lot of time out there by himself. Maybe he could
So
have learned
that's
French.
I'm gonna look out for it. But maybe you would have seen it. That was on my second watch. I'm like, I need to see what at what point, like maybe at some point he's studying French or there's something where like we're supposed to know. Or the people online were like, You're telling me this boy hasn't been on Duolingo the last 2 years, the last year, I guess, while she's been in Paris getting ready for
That's
this."
so true. Oh, I know. Thank God he loves her because it's almost creepy where he's like, I think about you all the time
Yes.
and imagining what your life is. I'm like, we are crossing into Edward Cullen territory. Here, this is why I'm worried that he doesn't have anything else, and you have to tell me he's becoming a doctor because what does he do other than think about Belly?
Yes. Yeah, and he is sad for the whole series until the last episode. And it's yeah. So even to like someone that's that moody is like even from episode one he's moody. Like he's an alcoholic weed smoker and very
Yes, when he
uninspiring.
passes the joint. Oh my God.
Yes. And then
Convince
they
your
say
wife
that
Maddie.
back. Yeah. Oh, yes. And he's
Oh,
such an
everything.
asshole.
Season three, Conrad is just everything that I want in a partner where down to the passing on the joint, because that's not really my thing. I'm like, Conrad, you're working on the roof. You
Yes. Oh
are
yeah,
talking
because
to
he's
the
actually
mom. You're almost a doctor. Like,
he's just very mature and very even though he can't always get his emotion. In season 3, I think he becomes like a man because he can finally say what he feels. Um, but yeah, oh, that's why I want to read the books because apparently in the books his mindset is described more of like how powerful he feels, like finally letting his emotions out.
Okay.
And I want that. I want his brain
Oh
to kind of
yeah, big brain, all his stamps. I want it all.
yeah.
Um,
Um,
you want to jump over to Jer?
yes, yeah.
Because
So
I was so team Jelly this whole time, and I'm like, how can anybody want this dark, dark man? And they brought Jer down below the ground
yeah.
this season. Luckily,
Well,
it came full circle, but
the cheating, I think, was we needed something big. So the cheating did that. But then beside that, like nothing he did was I could never get over the fact that you are now you know your brother's in love with this girl. So even
mhm,
from the beginning, like the fact that you and he's in love with her too, but he wasn't there first. So like I
yeah.
just don't like I have never liked him for that reason. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I
they
just
did
felt like fair is fair because she was so clearly putting herself out there and we didn't know it, but because he was holding on to all his grief and secrets, he couldn't talk to her. He was just removing himself from everyone in that first season because if he opened up, everything was going to unravel and become real. So it just seemed like to Jeremiah and to Belly, he didn't want anything to do with her.
Yeah, that's true. So it didn't. Belly's like, what would
Wasn't
I wait for if this is?
yeah.
Yeah, and there's one actual
Hey,
flashback.
Heidi.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because Jeremiah is probably more attractive. I like Conrad's look, but Jeremiah's more classically attractive. Um, but there's a scene with Susanna in season 1, I think, whatever season yeah, the one she dies in, and she is dying in she is like feeling the guilt of like, have I groomed these children to fall in love with each other? And now, like, what have I done?
I just think you can't help it. Like, even with gender sexuality being fluid, like it's just that safety of like what happened to where you wouldn't fall in love with somebody who's not your blood, but you grew up with,
Yeah.
have that closeness with. I feel like what are other like have you ever read Little Women where somebody had to end up with
Yes.
Lori? That was the
Yeah, that's
story.
true.
Somebody's gonna get them.
Yeah, it's not like because in real life, Belly might have been like, I want nothing to do with this family. Like, I just want a fresh start. Like, this is too much. But there was not an option for no. We had to end up with one of them. But with
Yeah.
them, the fluid, I did not see that until the rewatch that he's a lifeguard and he's pointing at who he's hooked up with, and he points to males and females, and I was like, I completely missed
Yeah,
that.
and he
Yeah,
kisses boys throughout the season two or the series in season
does he?
one and season three. Yeah. So do you remember at Thanksgiving, right after the wedding, or like the Thanksgiving after the wedding when Belly's in Paris and they're over at Steven's, he's making out with a girl, and then a guy walks in and he's all upset. So I guess he didn't kiss him then. But
Yes.
yeah, he walked out
That was
because they've been hooking up too.
Oh, you see, I did not register because in my mind I'm like too like I guess too closed-minded. I'm like, no, I've only seen him with women.
And it
Wow.
seemed really natural, like in season one when he just leans in and kisses that boy. That's why I think he is so
Yeah.
Harry Styles of like, you are too attractive of a human to limit yourself to anyone. Like, I mean, hopefully not
That's
animals, but I think all people are on the table.
no, that is fair actually. No, that makes it I like that. She really didn't miss anything.
No. And even before the cheating, they were thrown. I was backing away from Jer, even with missing the email
Oh,
and to be a super senior. I was like, not
yeah.
man behavior. Like, I'm, I don't know. And then the cheating, obviously, awful, but I almost was more ready to forgive him after that of I don't know, I just felt weirdly understanding. And then when he came to the hospital and I knew they were in that panic and I didn't really want them to be together. But then when he was hiding all the debt, I was like, Belle, you got to get out of this. Of the
Oh,
credit card that he opened because they couldn't get an apartment.
yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
and
that
so that
shows
was
where my priorities lie now of like cheat on me a little, but don't mess with our home.
yeah, and then like I just felt like he was getting more and more like the bad parts of his dad of like I'm gonna work here and I'm at work, sorry, like I don't have time for you.
Yeah.
And just like sorry, I'm stuck at work, stuck at work. I don't know, too much of that playing into trying to please his dad, which was in a way that was just like money, like not money, but doing well in this corporate job pleases my dad. And that's, yeah. And Belly's not like that. But Belly, I mean, who knows what job Belly wanted?
That is,
Psychology.
I hardly feel like I know anything about Belly because she's our POV, and that's what I started
Yeah.
thinking, like, what is she like other than these boys and volleyball and I guess French and the Hunger Games? But
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't know. She was going to study psychology at in Paris, so I guess maybe that was it. But um,
that
yeah,
would
we
make
don't get an
sense
insight.
since this is a
Yeah.
mental health show. There are so many mental points in every episode. I love it, but I'm like, this is
Wait, like
kissy.
points to like therapy and like, oh, this is like, yeah, I do
Yeah,
think
like a
that's
teachable
actually.
moment, at least one
Yeah.
in every episode.
No, that's good because I did think like the whole arc of the like men holding in their emotions and then not being able to tell anyone and then finally it's like getting therapy can now talk about it. Oh, the release. Yeah, I wonder what Jenny if she I mean, I don't know if she's written stuff before To All the Boys. Is To All the Boys I Love before a book as well as a
Yeah,
film?
yeah.
Okay.
So she
Right.
wrote a middle grade novel. That was her first one. And then The Summer I Turned Pretty came next. And actually, I'm forgetting the order now, but To All the Boys I Loved Before came not that long after. And then that got turned into the movies first, which
Oh,
I think Jenny always knew that she wanted The Summer I Turned Pretty to be even bigger and not a movie and a series.
in a
So,
series. Oh, that's good. Um, yeah, because maybe she's got some background. I don't know. I don't know. But
oh, you mean
uh,
like mental health background?
mental health, yeah.
It seems like it. Of Yeah, that it's a priority. I don't think anything she does is accidental. So, I mean, she is our Taylor Swift of
Writing.
books and writing, yeah, and
Yeah, and
film.
she said she listened to Fearless while writing these books, and that's just like it inspired some of the like thoughts she had because she's like,
Oh, wow,
like,
yeah, so
oh,
romantic. Oh, we're gonna have to dig into that more, like go through the Fearless album, be like, this is
yes,
just that.
yeah, yeah, true, actually.
Oh man,
Um,
when you're 15,
yeah. Well, oh, so I was thinking about the age gap between all of them because we talked about that
mhm.
with so when Belly is 15, we get told she's 15 because she's at that beach party and someone and they're like, she's 15, dude. And then Conrad is in college, so he has to be at least 18. So there's at least a 3 year gap between Conrad and.
I think he was going into his freshman year, right? Because he had quit football and he's like, I'm just gonna go to.
Okay, so he was 18, so it's 3 years then. Yeah.
So maybe it's Belly, if she's like 15 turning 16, was she going to be a junior that so she'd be going into her junior
Yeah.
year? And I think Steven and Jared were going into their senior year, and then Conrad into his freshman year of college.
Oh, so maybe just two. Okay. That's not as much as I
Yeah.
thought then. Um,
Ooh, back to thinking of season one, Steven, when I had no use for him. I was like, get. But I think that was kind of unfair because he was just going through so much and facing a lot of racism in that season too. So it was like just unpleasant feelings
yeah.
associated with him because obviously we feel yucky when we see him going through it.
Yeah, I think yeah, and I can't remember season two blurs into I think I'll like know the things that happen, but I don't remember. I hope I watched season two. That's all I keep thinking. I hope I've watched it.
You
But
have, that's, yeah. Wait, you hope,
um,
well,
it's like I hope I have. I hope I didn't skip season three and assume I'd watch it, but I think I have. But yeah, Stephen has a full. I feel like he has a full moment of he has an alliance to Jeremiah, but then I love the scene when he's like, "Who the fuck is Lacey Perot?"
yes. Oh my God. Because that's what I'd pretty much already gotten over the cheating at that point. And I forget that Stephen and Jeremiah don't know, or Conrad
Yes.
don't know. I'm like,
Oh,
let's rip this back out because this was serious.
yeah, and we have to. I think Jeremiah grew up. He was always like kind of nice and respect and like seemed like a nice person, but he was never like a man. I think he was more like Belly was gonna have to look after him. he might have like had a job from his dad, but he was never gonna, she was gonna have to look after him, whereas Conrad's looking after her.
Yeah. No, he was not a man until the series finale when he's waking up at 5 a.m. when the
Yeah.
you falls through. He's like, I've called 20 other places. I'm like, thank you, God. You are taking the wheel.
Yes.
Like it's something you care about. And I just think that he needed the breakup too to push him into his
Yeah. His own and like what he wants. Yeah. Yeah, I don't, Jeremiah, I feel like once you look at them individually, I've only thought about this now of like, because we don't know much outside of their relationships between each other, it's like alone, I'm like, who are you? Who,
Mhm.
we only have tiny bits of information outside of their relationship with each other.
No, I knew I liked Jeremiah when he threw that firework at Belly and Comrade because they were about to kiss. Yes. This
But
is
that sums him up of like
my kind of
jealousy.
behavior. Yeah.
Yeah. Like throwing that firework to me is the same as him being like, let's get married while I've got you.
Oh,
So you
yeah.
never go back.
Totally acting in a panic. Yeah. Oh, and I was just so satisfied to see the way every single person reacted to their engagement of like, are you crazy? No, no, no.
Yes, it was like even who surprised me that would have like even Taylor was like, yeah, no, this is I cannot support you. And
She
Stephen.
was the only one with the knowledge that he had cheated, really. Whose
Yeah.
opinion we cared about with the engagement.
Oh no, it says our meeting's gonna end in 10 minutes.
Oh, well, I guess we
Oh,
got
the same limit.
it's good. We need to be held to.
Yeah.
Way to keep your eye out. Oh, you want to talk about Taylor? Well, you want to talk about Taylor the
Yes.
friend real quick, and then we'll talk a little bit about Taylor the Swift.
Yeah, sure. Yes, because I do think I don't have that much to say about Taylor in the series other than I mean, you didn't like her at the start, but
I
I
didn't like her at the start. She's my number one character. It goes Taylor, then Conrad for me.
really,
Yes.
wow, she is such a good friend. Just yeah,
Ah, yes. And that's what I think in season one. I it's crazy because I thought that she was so selfish and didn't care about Belly, which really, even looking back at it, she always did. She's just such a
yeah.
advocate. I think she's an Enneagram 8, to where she's gonna put up that fight at every turn. And and she's just so funny. Oh my God, and stylish, of course. I think from what I've heard, Rain, the actress, made Taylor a lot more interesting in the show than she is in the books.
Oh, okay, that's good because I do think even like season one, episode what two maybe, she leaves that dress in Belly's bag as a surprise for her to go and get a boy. She's like, go wear that, and she's like,
Yes.
you can't just wear oversized t-shirts. I was like, you're speaking to me. You have to put that. T She's like, you're gonna be able to see my underwear, and she's like, well, wear a thong.
Yeah.
She's like, full. She's the friend that Belly needs for pushing into that
Yeah,
like
you
out
got
of
to have
child.
one.
Yes, yeah, you really need someone to be confident enough to just, yeah, push you. And she was, so I think she was a good friend from that moment, but I haven't remembered all the bad parts.
I'm gonna lock him up real quick. Winston, I'm
Oh, that angel.
go outside. You're in trouble. Yeah, no, we'll have to do a deep dive into Taylor because she becomes my everything. Oh, yeah, I think she's gonna thrive in San Francisco like she thrives. Oh,
Yeah,
real quick, the thing that I want to talk about Taylor the most though, I love how it showed even if you don't go to New York, like you don't only have one chance to grow up and become this amazing person. Like even though she stayed and helped her mom, that's okay. She is still gonna,
yes.
she didn't miss her one chance to become something.
Yeah, because she was always gonna have. I think she would find things anywhere because she's the same with Belly and like friend being outspoken as she would be with her own life and like yeah, I just love and also so refreshing to have the opposite of like Belly Comrade Jeremiah situation when Taylor just she's gonna tell Stephen immediately like if he's done something wrong she's like he's got it coming for it like I just love how
Not gonna
open.
hide it. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm struggling to place Billy's personality to. I'm like, who are you? Or like,
Yeah,
other than everything to these boys. But I don't know.
yeah, it
Figure it
is.
out.
Yeah. I feel like we need a whole episode on each character, deep
Oh,
dive
yeah.
into that history.
Yes.
And yeah. and everything.
Guess their birth
Um,
chart, guess their Enneagram type.
yes, that would be good.
Diagnose
Yes.
these people, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Um, do you want to quickly talk about Taylor, the singer? I was trying to find Fearless.
yeah, Taylor Swift.
So Fearless, oh, because Fearless is the one with 15 Love Story, You Belong With Me,
Oh, yeah,
which
let's just
is
talk about that album.
yeah, because it makes sense if Jenny was listening to this while she was writing, it is Taylor's era, Taylor Swift's era when she was like wanting the football
Yeah,
boy,
I
which
think
is
that's her
Conrad.
most like romantic album.
Yes, and like young romance. Um, oh,
Yeah.
and like White Horse, like she wants someone. Even Hey Stephen, like St
That's
that
what I'm
could have.
wondering. I'm like, is that where the brother's name came from?
Yes, maybe. Oh, and it's like it's this whole album's kind of like wanting someone older and like a man, like it does reflect on the
Yeah.
relationship. Maybe Taylor Swift is a co-author to this.
She the invisible string of Taylor Swift and everything that matters. I mean, this makes sense because now that I'm looking at the track list, all the songs feel cinematic. Fearless, you can just picture that
Yeah.
whole story. Love Story, they literally have a little movie for the music video. I mean, You Belong With Me. Are you kidding?
Yeah, it's literally the story.
Oh my gosh, we
I'm in
the
big
code.
t-shirts. It's like that is Belly, and then oh yes. I don't know what the You're Not Sorry Day. Oh, the best day.
Anymore. Oh, that's the You're Not
I don't know if I know that. Not from that snippet, sorry.
Sorry.
Um, the best day, I guess, is about parents, but
Oh my gosh, what if that inspired the mom dying?
maybe. Oh
Oh,
gosh.
that's
Yeah,
gonna
I don't even know. Also, just to summarize this whole situation that they spend 3 months, it would be like you having kids and our husband's not being able to make it, and we just had 3 months at this insane house every year. Like it's just incredible.
it's perfect. Yes.
Like perfect life.
No,
Yeah.
nothing has accelerated my drive to come spend every summer in England more than this.
Yes.
This is what I'm supposed to do. So
Yes.
I have to figure out how to get Winston on the plane, and that's it.
Yeah, because that's your child. At the moment, we only have one child to deal with, but um, yeah, it's just the most perfect situation. I can't imagine
Oh
much
yeah.
things better.
Also, Winston's my dog that's barking, not my human child. Just
The one that you just
Ooh.
shut outside.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh my God, I did not know that about Fearless in her interview. So that's amazing. And then next Sunday, we will have
yes, we can.
digested partially the life of a showgirl, but just give like our first takes on it and then maybe tie it back into the show some.
Oh my, is this
It
this
comes out
week? It
this
comes
week.
out.
Yes. Yeah. Next
It's
Sunday.
already October.
Hold on, let me check the date real quick. But it's coming out October 3rd. And yeah, next Sunday will be next Sunday will be October 5th. So we'll have had it a couple days.
Oh
And then,
my gosh.
yeah.
Okay, this is amazing. And so one of my favorite podcasts ends with a quote from things, and I thought we could end with a quote from the show or whatever show, whatever we're
Okay.
talking about. So I Googled the Summer I Turn Pretty quotes. I'm just going to randomly pick one. Um, okay. For Belly, Conrad is the sun, and when the sun comes out, the stars disappear. Don't know what that means. It's from the book, not from the film.
Everything else goes away.
Yeah, we can percolate on that for the next week.
Yeah. Journal about it.
Oh, this was so
Okay.
good.
This is the most fun. I love you so much.
I love you. Thanks for waking up.
True. Bye.
Bye.